In solo leveling, deep inside the ice-cold abyss of the Demon Castle's 100th floor, Jinwoo and Essel were in for the worst welcome party ever. High above, Baran watched it all with a grin, as if the carnage unfolding below was nothing more than an amusing little game. And then these two started throwing hands. Baran, not knowing how to go easy, started summoning apocalypse-level threats from the get-go. The sky went dark, the air crackled with electricity, and Jinwoo had to scramble to shield Essel before they both got turned into crispy leftovers. Desperate, he shot into the air, aiming straight for the wyvern's wings, but Baran was already waiting there, ready to smack him back down like a fly. And because that wasn't humiliating enough, the Demon King followed up with another lightning breath, and this one locked onto Jinwoo like a missile with a personal grudge. Jinwoo dodged, but this lightning had zero chill. It kept chasing him, zigzagging through the battlefield like it had nothing better to do. Just when it looked like things were about to go from bad to worse, Tusk pulled up with the ultimate save. From a distance, he unleashed a fiery blast. Baran and his wyvern went tumbling to the ground, cooked medium rare. Jinwoo, still catching his breath, mentally high-fived his past self for giving Tusk that magic orb. Jinwoo saw his moment. He lunged, activating Vital Strike, aiming right for the Demon King's heart. But Baran, reflexes sharp as hell, parried the attack and had Jinwoo by the throat before he could blink. With his sword raised, it looked like this was the end. But Jinwoo wasn't done yet. In a last-ditch move, he summoned Iron and Igris back, their ghostly forms blocking Baran's strike for just a second. Just enough time for Jinwoo to bury his daggers into Baran's arms, locking him in place. Enraged, Baran unleashed another lightning wave, blasting Jinwoo across the battlefield. The two stood, staring each other down, weapons ready, the tension thick enough to cut. They charged, their blades clashing in a deadly dance, but Baran, being the absolute menace he was, snuck in another point-blank lightning attack mid-strike. Jinwoo managed to deflect it, but the force sent his daggers flying. Sensing victory, Baran lunged, aiming for Jinwoo's heart, but Jinwoo caught his arm in a death grip, stopping him cold. Baran, undeterred, opened his mouth for one final, fatal lightning breath. And this would have been it for Jinwoo. But then, out of nowhere, a tiny projectile smacked him in the head. It was Essel, throwing her weapon in pure desperation, and somehow it worked. That 1 second of distraction was all Jinwoo needed. Activating Dominator's touch, he twisted Baran's arm until it snapped like a twig. Then, with every last ounce of strength, he delivered an uppercut so powerful it literally took Baran's head clean off his shoulders. Follow for more.